What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're installing a pretty sweet light mod for my Tacoma. These are the Baja series lights that I got from Rogue Off-Road. Definitely check out their website, that will be in the description. They have a ton of parts for the Tacoma. They also have parts for GMC, Ford, Lexus, and Jeep, so definitely check them out. These lights are going to be going into my high clearance rear bumper. So I do have cutouts. If you can see them, we'll get into some more details here. But this is going to be hopefully an easy mod to do.
Mike?
Yeah.
Is your truck unlocked?
Oh, it locked, didn't it? Oh.
Are your keys?
I put the keys in the tailgate. Yeah. So I have a feature that I put, it automatically locks after 30 seconds if there's no activity.
Yeah.
So I'll be right back with the spare.
Alright, so Mike is up there finding his spare key, and he'll unlock it from up there in just a second. Hey, there we go. Alright, back to Mike's video. Let's unbox these lights and get working. Alright, so I have some of the items out of the box now. We have a pretty cool looking light. All of the wiring there, which I'm familiar with, and then both of these lights. But we have really nice hardware here. These look like mounting brackets, and then of course all of the hardware in this box. So, I don't even know where to start. So after messing with the kit for just a little bit, we found out it is universal. We have these brackets here that I'm not going to be using simply with the cutouts in this bumper. So if you have to use them, it's good that they come with the kit. I'm just going to hold on to them if I need to use them. So now what we're doing is taking this face plate off of the light, and it's really easy to do. You just have to get these 4 screws out. And then what we're finding is there's multiple ways that you can mount these lights. So if you can see right now, we already have the other one done. And you can see that it goes in from the back side, and we have both of these plates on right now. So what we're going to do on the other side is we're going to mount it up without that other plate. By going up and behind the bumper here, it's going to sit right about here. And then we have this plate that's going to match up with it. I can't move my hand any farther, so that's a rough fit. The easiest way that we found to do this is put all of these screws in first, and then we can go ahead and put the washers and the nuts on the back side. And then that just makes it a lot easier to secure this down onto the bumper itself. And you can see there are cutouts on the bumper specifically for this. So I'm just going to kind of pinch these a little bit just to get everything to sit in properly. And then once it's in, we can go ahead and snug that down. That bracket is nice and secure now. One thing that you also want to mention too is I want to make sure that these lights are symmetric. So we're going to have this rigid bubbly side on the outside of both. So that way they're not kind of looking messed up the same way. So anyway, if you want to be picky like that, that's how I am doing it. And so now, all we're going to do is place these 4 screws into these holes here. And I really like the brackets and everything. These are really nice aluminum, and everything is countersunk to make these bolts sit very flush, which is nice to see. But once I go ahead and get this one in, I want you guys to comment and let me know which way you think looks better on the truck. So let's just kind of do a rough fit like that. And then on Instagram, I'll be posting what you guys pick. So either leaving this plate on or having the plate off. Let me know which one you think looks better. Alright guys, so now it is time for the fun part, which is all of the wiring. This is basically the connector for both of the lights. So what I'm going to do is take the longer one, as you can see, and fish it behind my bumper. If you have a different bumper or a different style, whatever works best for you, this is just going to help hide this a little bit more. I can go ahead and plug in this side, so that will be one side connected through this hole in the bumper, like that. And then this will be over here somewhere. You think that's better? Because I could actually follow this wiring here, and then we'll get up, actually that's probably better. We'll get up above on top of the frame rail, and then we'll have that wiring go just like this. So we can actually zip tie it to this whole wire that goes all the way to the cab. So that'll probably be the best solution there. I'm just going to leave this hanging for now because we have to connect this to what goes to the battery in the truck. But eventually this will go up on top of the spare tire. For the wiring, basically the easiest way to do this from experience is we're going through the firewall in the engine bay here. So what we've already went ahead and did was put a Sharpie marker of the circle for the switch on this side, and a straight line for, I guess that's off, right? I think that's on and off for that side. So anyway, because we have to disconnect this, and then that'll make it easier for us to know which side
is going back on.
And to actually take these off, you just pull the casing off of it a little bit, and then use your finger on this little tab, and it kind of unlocks it. And then got one off, a little tab. There we go. Alright, so from here, if you want to take the camera now, we got all this wiring here. We have the positive and negative side for the battery, but first we have to put this through the firewall. So this is the gasket that we went through to go through the firewall. You can see I already have wires going down. That's from my front ditch lights here. So basically, it's just going to take me a little bit of time since I already have 2 wires going through there, Brian. And we're just going to feed it through there as much as we can and get this other side going out to the back. We've made it to the point where the on-off switch has made its way through the firewall. Now we're just working on pulling this switch, which connects to the light plug that we showed earlier. The easiest way to do this is we are just going to cut this plug right off. There are spare plugs that come with the kit, which is really nice. And so this is not going to fit through the firewall, I don't think. And we'll just remember the red wire is on the right side, looking up. Oh, this side.
Well, we'll leave the wires on like this.
Yeah.
So that is our indicator. We do not want to lose that. Okay. So now we can go ahead and pull this through. I went ahead and cleaned this wire up just a little bit. I have most of my wires for all of my lights so far behind this panel here, so it just pops off and it makes it a lot cleaner. You can see a little bit of it from the side there, but it just cleans it up. So we have our positive and negative, which we will hook up last. So I just wanted to clean that up. Everything is good there. Now what we need to do is run this wire through the firewall. You can do that.
Floor.
What'd I say?
You said firewall.
Okay. Floor.
I already did the firewall.
Yeah, already did the firewall.
Now it's the floor time.
So all you have to do is pop this cover off. Okay. So from there, you can actually go up underneath. Where is that hole? Actually, if you follow me under here, Brian, it's right here. See this plug right there?
Oh yeah.
So it's gonna be hard to go from in out. Usually it's easier to go underneath and then find it.
Yeah.
So we can just pull that cap. Yeah, that's the only one on the driver's side. So we're just gonna have to pull that cap and kind of snake something up to grab this and then pull it through.
Okay.
And that's going to be our easiest way to do this. I should figure out how to wire this under here. I think we'll just pull this first. So I'm going to pull this side kick plate too, and then we're just going to run it down here underneath and then back. So I'm not concerned, since we have to extend this wire anyway, I'm not concerned with wiring this and losing, because we're just going to make up for it when we do that. So it's pretty much going to kind of go like this, right under here, and then under the seat and out.
So we got the wire all lined up under this kick plate piece, and I slowly pulled this carpet up and fished it towards Mike, and he's already got that plug off. And if we flip around under here, you can see this hole right there.
Yep.
And here's the wire coming down. So it's super easy.
This thing came off anyway, Bri.
The shrink wrap?
Yeah.
Which we could probably even reuse that, which is kind of nice.
Yeah, I'll put it back on here.
So we'll just pull the rest out another 8-9 inches. We're going to leave some slack up here, same with from the firewall side, because eventually we're going to relocate this switch into a different spot. Right now we're just going to leave it because we don't really have any room. So leave yourself some slack depending on what you got going on. So here's the plug that we cut off. We went ahead and took it apart a little bit to figure out more how this is constructed. So we know that we need to strip the ends of the wire and stick it through these little rubber grommet pieces. And then inside this actual plug, you're gonna have a piece that is this piece right here. And then this kind of tightens down on the cable. Kind of hard to tell in here probably. You can see it a little bit. And then that's basically how they build. And these two ones right here lock themselves in. So pretty cool to build the plug. So with this side, we're gonna go ahead and pull off the remaining there. So we have this much exposed wire. And now what we're going to do is basically just rebuild it. As Brian said, we're going to put this small, I don't even know what you call this, I guess a rubber stopper. Grommet of some sort.
Grommet of some sort. We're going to push it all the way through to where we can just barely see the actual wire portion. So once that is through, is it okay that this one's kind of bent a little bit?
Yeah, I can smush it.
Okay, so now what we need to do is very delicately.
Yeah, these little, you'll see these 4 little prongs. We want to fold them over the wire, and that's basically going to clamp the wire tightly onto this. Alright, so that's nice and secure. Got a little bit of a, there we go. So you can probably see a good look at that. Then lastly, we're going to take these last 2 ones, and they just kind of get semi-clamped down onto this rubber top piece. Now the wire and cable is all secure to this, and we already have the other done, and now we simply just plug it in, and these little V-shaped ones that stick out, they will lock into place, and you see I can't even pull these out, and there we go, it's a built plug.
Alright guys, so we have our new extension made with one plug on the other side. We don't have a plug for this side, so we're just going to mate those together, and we have the heat shrink wrap that actually came with the kit on one side, and we can use that to make sure that that is a secure location. So if you're doing a project like this and you need to extend it, it's really not that hard of a project, just depending on where your lights are and the size of your vehicle. If I was doing ditch lights up front, we wouldn't have to do this. So this is just because of the location being all the way at the rear of the bumper. So we're gonna go ahead and do the plug first, right? Yep. We're gonna install that. And we have that wire just above the spare tire there. I'm not sure if the camera can see that or not. There we go. And that's just where we have it hanging out right now. We're going to be zip tying everything above the frame rail and following all of the wires or the tube of wires that already exist. We're all finished now, and now it's time to turn on the lights and make sure everything works. So we're just gonna go through a brief rundown of how the installation went. You can see I have both of these covers on the back. Again, let me know which way you like it better, with those or without them. And then it's gonna be kind of hard to show you all of the wiring, but I'm basically going up against the frame rail here, and the wire is zip tied kind of just along some other wires up there. You can see this wire right here is the one that's coming from underneath the floor, and again I just have it zip tied up here. It's running on the back side of the frame rail and then just on the inside of the gas tank. And then you can see I have all this buttoned back up. We have the switch right here temporarily, and then the last thing that we have to do is hook everything up on the battery with the positive and negative wire. All right, so moment of truth. Brian, go ahead and turn them on. Ooh, they're working.
They actually lit up the garage already.
They did?
Like I can see more light in here.
Yeah. We'll go ahead and show you guys a quick nighttime clip just to see how much they brighten the darkness.
Yeah.
Is that the darkness? Yeah, so you'll see this clip right here, and I'm sure they're pretty bright from experience with my ditch lights up front. They're really going to help, especially in reverse at nighttime. I think it's going to light up the ground a good bit. But comment down below, do you guys want to see us go off-road and use all the lights that I have on the truck? We've been dying to go off-road again, and we have thought about doing like a camping trip just to use the truck at nighttime and really see how well we can go off-road and have some fun. So comment down below, let me know if you guys want to see that video, because it's been quite some time since we've been out on the trails.
You know, with these lights and the ditch lights, when you're spotting around,
yeah,
like this lights up the whole back without you even having to go into reverse.
Right.
And then when you're in reverse, you have these lights to help, and the back of the camera is going to see everything.
Yeah.
So
that's going to be pretty awesome. But there you guys have it, the installation of these Baja design lights from Rogue Off-Road. Definitely check out their website in the description below. If you enjoyed today's video, you want to see more Tacoma mods, comment down below, do more Tacoma mods, give the video a huge thumbs up, smash that subscribe button. We'll see you guys in the next video.